Hey, what's up everyone? So, Tyler from the future here. So I recorded all of this footage back in like September through November, because that's when I took my first Lsat, and then I took my second Lsat in January. So not to spoil anything, but obviously you can probably tell how the first one went if I took it twice. So I just wanted to give you guys a video that shows kind of what my process was as I prepped for the exam, the things that I did that I either found needed to change or things that I found to be successful, and hopefully this will just be a very upfront process and like give you some insight. But that's why the background is totally different. It's when I lived in LA and I've since moved home to save money for law school, and I'm currently in the stage waiting to hear back from schools. So subscribe, because I'll be posting a reaction of all the schools I applied to, which was too many. But that's why I'm in like a grandma decorated room now instead of like my trendy LA apartment. Totally fine. We love it. We love to save money. Law school is expensive. No, let's be honest. Yeah, so I hope that this video is helpful, but just wanted to give a little bit of context because otherwise it would make zero sense. And yeah, so enjoy the video. I hope it gives you some nice tips, or you can study along with it, or whatever you want to do. And hopefully there'll be some cute b-roll that I'll throw in there as well, because otherwise it's just a lot of me sitting and talking about law school stuff and hopefully not complaining too much. So cool. Talk to y'all soon. Roll the tape. Okay, so hey everyone, got my cute shirt on, fun. Got a haircut, fun. Shout out to my boyfriend. But yeah, so today is Wednesday, September 9th. So that means it is my official first LSAT course day. Woo! And so I wanted to catch you up to speed on a few things that I've been working on. So essentially I figured out a study schedule that works for me. So it's 6 days on, 1 day off. So my day off is typically Fridays. And so on those Fridays, I still do LSAT related things. Typically it's requesting transcripts, which I've submitted digital requests for. It's setting up talks and just like Zoom calls with professors. Hi. Oh, I'm muted and I need to figure out my video.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. So I can talk to them about letters of rec and just get feedback on my personal statement and their thoughts, and planning that out and making drafts. So, oh my god. Wow, it works. I have not used this laptop in years. But I think my old resumes are on it. Resume? Yes. Yes. My resume docs. I don't have to start over. I don't have to start over. Ultimately, that's what I'll be doing with my Fridays, and using the other days, I usually study. I'll usually do 2 blocks of about 2 hours with a break in between. And studying can look like anything from, a lot right now has been book work and going through the books that I was sent from Kaplan and just making sure I'm mastering the material. And then I'll move on to focusing on timing and cutting down the amount of time that it takes me to do each section, and then full-length practice tests. So I think I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's happening. There's fires in California. Everything's falling apart. So this is like what it looks like outside. Everything is yellow. It's so weird. Just yellow. Yellow. This is inside my apartment. Ooh, yellow. So that's kind of what my schedule looks like right now. I can do a more in-depth study video if you'd like, but sometimes I'm watching videos on Kaplan's site, sometimes I'm doing drills, other times I'm just going through the book and trying to learn the material. So otherwise, things have been going really well. I feel like I'm getting stronger at each of the sections, and I'm learning different methods on how to tackle them, which I'm like so excited about. And hopefully once I start doing practice tests again, we'll see an improvement. I have some meetings today and tomorrow with previous professors to talk about my letters of rec, and I'm really excited about that. Even just thinking about the people I wanted to reach out to write my letters of rec, I just got so overwhelmed. I started crying just because I've just been so not lucky. I don't know. I just feel very overwhelmed and appreciative that I've had professors who really took an interest in what I was studying, and I've built, friendships and relationships with beyond college, and keep in touch with them and would see them annually, if not more than that. I'm really excited just to reconnect with them and talk to them and share this experience with them as well. So if I can record any of those conversations, I will, but if not, they happened, so I can fill you in on that process later and whatnot. Oh. My computer just shut down. Okay, we're back. All right, so I have my first session today. As you can see, it's 4 hours long. So yeah, it'll be a logic games session. So I believe we'll be going through this book. It's pretty girthy. I'd say it's about as big as the other book I've been going through. Maybe a little longer. So this is the one I've been doing on my own. I've completed a fair bit of it. I just have the logic games section left. So also pretty girthy. Oh no, this one is longer. Okay, I don't know, they're like the same. Okay, so we're on a break from first Lsat course, which is logic games. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting doing all this online. I feel like if I could, I would love an in-person course, but it's nice that I've done a lot of the prep work in the books before, so that way I don't feel totally overwhelmed with a bunch of new concepts. I'm excited though. It's nice that these courses are reaffirming kind of what I was hoping. Yeah, but I don't know. It's still kind of hot in my apartment. I'm kind of tired. It's like after work right now, so doing a 4-hour-long study session is like all I'm kind of thinking about is what I'm gonna eat for dinner. It's been a good day, a long day. After talking to my professor, I felt super empowered and very enthused. You know, it's just nice to have people supporting you and hear people say things, because I just feel like in general as humans, like, we don't tell each other when we notice someone doing something exceptional or something we think that's really cool. So it was really nice. It was just refreshing, especially during quarantine. I haven't really talked to a lot of people in general anyway. I'm talking to another professor tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll be doing my homework assignments from this class tomorrow, and maybe I'll order food while this course is happening. Shout out to wireless headphones, because walking around and going to the bathroom is awesome. So, see how it goes.
5 minutes later.
So I just finished my first course. It went pretty well. It was nice because it gave me like a little list of to-do things after, so it was helpful because now I know there's certain note cards I want to make for review, different exercises I'm going to do tomorrow as homework. Each one always comes with like I think it's 2 exercises that you should do for homework. So that's nice and helpful because it gives me a starting point. But I mean, it was interesting because I assumed we would be like following the book more, I guess, just from front to back, but that's not really how it went. So there was more exercises just selected, which is nice because then I have more book exercises I can do later down the line. So I mean, these are the note cards I have right now. These are just from going through this book, but now I can go through this book and add more to this collection. So let's keep it pushing. Lots of law things today. I took my homework assignment, I guess. It's like a logic games assessment, and that... Oh, there's a car driving by. That didn't go great. Oh, man. Okay. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, right? I'm just getting into logic games, so I'm trying really hard not to be down on myself. You know, I watched some videos about the flex test and what that means. And so essentially what that means is, since there's typically 2 logical reasoning sections and now there's only 1, that means if you're good at logic games and reading comprehension, it'll likely improve your score just because there's less logical reasoning, and those 2 sections now create a heavier weight of your score. So after hearing that and then like not doing super great on this homework assignment, I'm just like trying to keep it together. Yeah, but it was like, oh no, you just want to do well. I don't know, and maybe that's not fair to judge myself on, because in our class we didn't really go over anything but strict sequencing. So doing it with the twist and then loose sequencing, the loose sequencing one, man, I can't say that, loose sequencing, it was so hard. It was just like weird, and then they combined it. I don't know, it just had all these different options that I was like, So we just need to train our brains to think a little bit better on those, I guess. Okay, well, see you in the next one. I have another assessment to do. So I just did my second high yield assessment, and this is like such a roller coaster. So I tried to do each one in 35 minutes because that's the time it said to allot, which makes sense. Each LSAT is 35 minutes long in its section, and I did way better. So the first one was just logic games, and this one was a combination of logic games, formal logic. There were some logical reasoning questions, and then one reading comp section. So I'm like, okay, like. Okay, so that's good. So it's like low, high, like, yeah, we'll see. Whatever. I don't know. It's still the weekend, so. Also, what is that? So, just took my second LSAT, and as you can see, I got a 156, so went up, so that's good. Yeah, and now it's time to review all that. Glad to see some improvement. Slow and incremental improvement is like what I'm looking for, so. Yeah, those are my updates, and I really appreciate y'all. Please feel free to like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. I think this is really interesting. I watch a lot of law vloggers now and like law YouTubers. If you don't know who, one of my favorites is Eve Cornwell. Like she's in the UK. She's not even in the United States, but honestly, that's kind of nice for me because I don't feel as stressed out about someone talking about the process I'm currently going through, and it's nice to just see someone else going through, you know, a similar process, but it's still vastly different, and doing really well at it. So check out her channel. She's very interesting if you want other law content as well that's lifestyle related. Super fun. Yeah, and we'll just keep working on things together, and I'm looking forward to it. So like, subscribe, comment below with other things you want to see, any questions you have. Hit up my socials. My DMs are open, and I would love to just talk more. And yeah, we'll just keep it moving and grooving, and yeah, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.